Very excited to share with you some results of our Exfusion trial. So I've got two posters that I'll be talking you through today, which are looking at Exfusion, which is an exercise intervention getting people to cycle on a bike while they're receiving their chemotherapy infusion. And this is for people with breast, colorectal and ovarian cancer, cycling for 20 minutes while they're having their infusion at a moderate intensity over 3 separate chemotherapy cycles. So my first poster here is looking at what healthcare professionals think about exercise generally, and then also their experiences with engaging in the Exfusion trial. So looking at things like why they wanted to be involved and how their experiences were with referring patients onto the trial. I carried out some interviews with healthcare professionals. This is work in progress. We have 3 exercise physiologists and 1 medical oncologist who have provided this data here. We've had 3 themes that have come out of our interviews so far. The first of those being on perspectives on exercise in oncology, and where we have found that exercise is really integral to cancer care, and all of our healthcare professionals believe that exercise should be part of routine care. We also have a theme or sub-theme around guidelines, where we value guidelines, but we also see they're extremely limiting in being able to deliver individualised guidance, so we need a lot of work in that space. The reason our healthcare professionals have chosen to engage in Exfusion are related to that aligning with their professional values and the belief that exercise should be part of care. Our exercise physiologists have a really professional curiosity about that has led them to be involved, where they're looking for ways to upskill and are just intrigued by what Exfusion might bring. With our medical oncologists, they came from a really strong workplace culture of exercise, which really facilitated them to engage with the trial. Our final theme down the bottom here is looking at some recruitment challenges and enablers. And in summary, we found that patients who were inactive or older, for examples, were more difficult to get to engage in participating, with some enablers for recruitment around participants just wanting to contribute to science, along with just being keen to exercise, and some great support from their oncologists as well. So we saw that exercise should be integrated into standard care. We saw that this type of exercise sparks curiosity and aligns with professional values. And in terms of our recruitment strategies, we need to think about barriers and enablers and how we can use them favourably for recruitment. On to our second poster. This study here is now moving on to looking at the actual delivery of the intervention itself and the experiences of the healthcare professionals. So the same for exercise physiologists and medical oncologists. And through interviews, what we've revealed are 3 themes. The first of those around delivering the intra-infusion exercise itself. So we found that the exercise was safe and well tolerated, but we also encountered lots of barriers that we had to overcome as we were delivering the exercise. For example, the chemotherapy suites are very small. When you bring in an exercise bike and 2 exercise physiologists, it creates a little bit of chaos, tripping hazards, all kinds of things that we needed to consider as we were delivering our interventions. Our second theme is around what we observed of the patient experience. We saw that they they enjoyed the social interaction and the chance to be active during infusion. And one thing that was really strongly conveyed was that they really loved the interaction with the exercise physiologist. And the exercise physiologists provided great exercise support, but they also provided a lot of support outside of exercise as well. So they were really good to connect them onto other healthcare professionals that they might have needed at whatever time during treatment. We also have a range of recommendations for future iterations of our intervention, and that includes things like making sure our inclusion criteria are broad to reflect the broader population, in particular some oncologists who advocate for their specialty to be involved in the trial. And we also need to think about how we would integrate this into care in the future. So thinking about, can we get this integrated into clinical workflows? How would we go about securing sustainable funding? So a very quick summary: our intra-infusion exercise is safe and feasible. We need to be very considerate of our environmental and logistical barriers, and if we're looking to scale this up in the future trials or clinical integration, we really need to think about how we would overcome some of the limitations with the systems, workforce and funding. Thank you.